Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about the 4K release of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. But before we do, if you like physical media, if you like 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, home theater, the movies in general, even Xbox, I'm still dragging my feet on getting some content of that put up for you. But yeah, check out my other videos on my channel, like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So let's talk about War of the Worlds on 4K. This is a remake of the 1953 classic of the H.G. Wells story. This has Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, Tim Robbins, and directed by Steven Spielberg. This one you don't hear too much about. I'm not sure if it was because, you know, sometimes studios make movies with popular actors thinking they can have a nice return on their investment. I don't think this got a lot of fanfare. But I thoroughly enjoyed it even today. I think it's still a great movie. Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched the original. I need to pick it up. Now, this 4K release came from Paramount in 2020. Originally filmed in 35mm, has a 4K digital intermediate, HDR10, Dolby Vision, and phenomenal presentation here. The one thing I noticed right away watching it, the color seemed a little cooler than you would expect. We'll talk about the comparison in a couple of minutes, but I mean, even though it's still the colors were well saturated, had some really nice details throughout, had a kind of gritty look to it at times. You know, the facial stubble, the hairs, the textures, depth, shadows. One scene when they're down in Harlan's basement, the character Tim Robbins plays. He grabs a little hatchet off the wall, and the way the lighting is, the way it's hitting him, the shadows, seeing the facial stubble, you know, the chest hair, just very well detailed, very well rendered here. Now, as good as it is, I probably wouldn't say it's reference material here for video. You know, like I just did Saving Private Ryan recently. That it was, they hit it out of the park with that one. That was definitely a reference disc. This one, not so much. I mean, it looks great, but not the top 10 material that I would expect. Now, getting to the Blu-ray comparison, the color, you know, most releases, the color timing is a big difference from Blu-ray to 4K. And with a kind of a cooler look for the 4K, I wasn't expecting a big difference, but man, even with, you know, 4K was, you know, cooler. The Blu-ray was flat. It was, honestly, it might have looked good back in the day, but compared to 4K, the Blu-ray looks like total shit. I cannot believe how little color there is. Now, one of the screenshots showing when they have the battle between the army and the tripods, when you see the tripods come up over the landscape, and you see like 3 of them, you just see all the visuals, the fire, the explosions. That was night and day difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K. It was nuts. So check out the screenshots comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K. We'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. for the audio, they gave us a Dolby Atmos track here. Big upgrade over the DTS 5.1 track. I don't have Atmos, so it's just down mixed for the 5.0 for me. From the get-go, I mean, the dialogue is very well done, nice and clear, very natural, even during some of the loud explosions and stuff when you shouldn't hear the dialogue as much. It's not overbearing to overpower the sound, so sounds very natural. Great channel separation, great use of surrounds. You got things the atmosphere is incredible, pulls you right in, and the bass. Now, unlike the video, the audio track here I would use as a reference disc. You could easily put this, to showcase your system. It is freaking phenomenal. This will give your system a workout. And of course, add in the wonderful score by John Williams, who's done a lot of Steven Spielberg stuff. Phenomenal composer, definitely probably one of the best of all time. Now for the packaging, standard keep case. Now since I just got this year, it probably came with a slipcover originally, but I didn't get one. But it did, it's got the Blu-ray and 4K, just different colors, no fancy artwork. Did come with a digital. Now for the bonus features, we have Revisiting the Invasion, the H.G. Wells Legacy, Steven Spielberg and Original War of the Worlds, Characters, the Family Unit, Pre-visualization, Production Diaries, Designing the Enemy, Tripods and Aliens, Scoring War of the Worlds, We Are Not Alone, Galleries, and Theatrical Teaser Trailer. So quite a bit, but I think it's all ported over from the preview, because it's all in a Blu-ray. There's no bonus features on the 4K, no audio commentaries. Now to wrap it up, it's another solid release from Paramount. Even though the video is not quite reference quality, I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong. It's, miles ahead of the Blu-ray. I mean, if you've got the Blu-ray, throw the piece of crap away and get this, because this is such a big upgrade, and plus the audio track will knock your socks off. So definitely highly recommend picking this up on 4K. I've got the standard release. There's also a Best Buy Steelbook. I didn't check to see how much that's going for on eBay right now. But right now, the standard 4K is actually going for about $22.67. I got it on sale a couple months ago. I can't remember what I paid for it, but definitely look around, because for an older movie, I think this should be a lot cheaper. Should not be more than $20. Should be the $15, $17 mark, but yeah, definitely shop around and see what kind of deals you can find on this. So that pretty much does it for my take on War of the Worlds. Please check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.